Welcome back. We're watching more Yuru Camp, and what else could you really want on a Monday? I mean, we're all having to start the week off, so let's have it all fresh and calming. See what the outside world has to offer, whether or not we actually go out adventuring for ourselves or just living vicariously through the lives of a few school children. But there may be some lessons to be learned. Maybe a recipe or two. Depends how much cooking is done. And I will say, the first season maybe kind of almost put me up for seeing what kind of activities there are relatively nearby. I'm not travelling far. Let's see if the second one can actually handle it as well. But before we start, remember to check the description for any links if you haven't done so already. But let's get going. Pretty much exactly what I would have wanted, just starting off with kind of classical Japanese styling with this kind of calming music. That was a nice pan around. You don't have to hold it in. I'm pretty sure that a little bit of wonder and excitement is never a bad thing. You don't always have to be kind of reserved. I do like how you can... Nice. No matter who or where you are, there will always be an an animal ruining the tiles. Still remember I think it was it a cat paw prints in Roman roof tiles? Well, that is until you get a strong breeze or anything. Plus, the salt wreaks havoc with engines. Well, maybe it was just my car, constantly getting corroded. Considering the first episode we saw was more like a return to form. Having an introduction into camping and getting into it, then a little meet up with all the friends and seeing where they're going, how they're getting on. Will the camping club actually start planning anything else? The next excursion, maybe? And the idea of seizing the day is all well and good, but can be more difficult than more difficult done than said. Headphones are dying. I mean, there's plenty of good tea, but you know you've got a nice shop when they give you a little taster so you can try it before you buy anything. I think it hits well. Uh, oh! Out of all the tea shops in the city, and you came to this one. How chance encounters can reoccur. People you met along the way, and giving out nice advice on new places to go and visit. How much was the tea? Well, okay then. She just could not keep away. It's a nice looking place, actually. I was about to say, is that tiramisu? Now, I am a advocate for matcha. I haven't had a matcha tiramisu. I don't think it would take much selling to bring me round on the idea, though. It is a curse, really. She has fallen into that trap many a time. Like, I don't want to move now. It's so comfy. Great. We're looking into the stormy season. Has there been uh, an excursion in a camping where it's been proper rain and storms that we've seen in Eurocamp so far? More dogs. Touch it to make a wish. There is nothing like this around here. Fair enough. I mean, why come here if you're not going to go and immediately see? Ah, no. What about the fourth then? I mean, the lifespans of things and the way that they differ. Tragic. Quite a heavy topic to just bring up like that. Well, she wasn't thinking of it before, but that's a kind of an okay way of looking about it. No, using the limited time that you actually have to enjoy things to the fullest, rather than worrying about the future and inevitability. I mean, yeah, acquired. So close to seeing the dog there. Ah, yes, the safety safety noodles. That was efficient. I mean, when you really want have something you want to do. I don't think I've ever moved that fast though. How long are we going to see Rin's journeys by herself here? Snow? Was that what those dark clouds were foreboding? They didn't look like snow clouds. There you go. Creating a few bits of kindling and whatnot to catch the flames properly. You can really see the oh no, not spider lilies. You can really see the growth in her knowledge, has how prepared she is for camping. Can't really go wrong. I might trade out the mushrooms for something else, but can't really go wrong. I mean, you could wait for things to cool down slightly so you don't burn the interior of your mouth, but is that half the fun of camping? Who knows? Maybe you'll have to let me know. I mean, was she just waiting for messages, responding immediately? Amazon. Used. Did we just... Having a sound effect attached to those faces. Hopefully she puts on gloves so she doesn't end up freezing her hands. And yet it hasn't been all too bad, hasn't it? To be able to do something she loves in the form of camping, while also... What's that noise? While also getting to share the experience, whether it be just sending photos to her friends or whatnot. But also talking about the experience and being able to share the love of camping. And how many beverages did she bring? The prankster. Well, as long as you keep an eye on her and keep all forms of snow away. Just waiting for New Year's gifts and money there. Maybe you should have done that before applying a liberal amount of snow up someone's back. And seeing the new year roll in with cold weather, snow, everyone wrapped up, not something I can really relate to right now. It's a little warm. But in its own way is finding a way to cool me down just watching it. Just because she works doesn't mean that she is made of money. Okay. Where did... Ah. I was about to ask, where did that kind of superstition first get born from? But word plays and puns. Good enough reason. Why, though? For her long route getting shit done. She's working so hard. They're all experiencing things their own way. I have several times waited up for the first sunrise of the new year. Only once or twice actually going outside to see it. I think they were against my wishes being brought along by family and stuff. And they all get to see it first because they're not behind the... I see. That's why the gate was put there. You get to see it last because of the mountain in the way. Now she's got to... Her work energy is doubled thanks to that. Huh? Well, 3 rice cakes. Could you really blame the girl? A good plan, actually. The more you wait, the harder it's going to be. Maybe she can go back for seconds. Is she actually going to be able to read at all? Is she actually going to be able to read at all, or going to get distracted several times over? Never actually get any further in her book. Who's... Now, the problem goes. Wait out for the curry, or... Pizza truck. It will not win over you. And how long is it? There we go. I was going to say, how long is her resolve going to hold out? 4 seconds, apparently. Huh. And being someone who suffers with astigmatism. All light basically looks like that anyway, so... So they're chasing the sun to try and get the optimal views. Another reason why they couldn't have just waited around there in case it got all blocked up. Oh, you best hurry. Keep your eye on the road, but... Oh, no. We drifting, are we? She should probably not be in charge or have care of children. And how loose are the seatbelts if she's sliding all over the place like this? Not a bad corner. And made it just in time. Or maybe that's the light at the end of the tunnel. They never actually made it around the first bend. Timing was a bit off, was it? A shallow grave might do the trick. This is my kind of morning, actually. Get up to see the sunrise? Why bother? The sun will be there later. Yeah, there you go. Ah. Well, it's nice that they're all wishing each other a happy new year and all that. Are we actually meeting the legend himself this time? Oh, crap. There's been a few times that I have had to drive on really icy roads. One that I really did not enjoy. But that was in a car, let alone on a moped with less traction and whatnot. I wouldn't trust that at all. Well, at least you got plenty of time to read our book. And this is just so cozy. In fact, there's no drama really. No major issues that crop up and spoil the day. No, we're just enjoying the ride, or the camp. And with this song really carrying on my feeling for this episode, and probably the first one as well, and several after. No matter what kind of day you've had, it will fade away into just good feelings thanks to watching Yuru Camp. It's worked so far. Ooh. Surprising, yeah. Camping. Who would have seen that coming? Remember to wrap up warm. Don't hibernate inside of a snowdrift. Probably isn't great to have frostbite. There is some shows where I put off starting watching because I know that I'm going to have to actually sit down, use my use my head, try and think of things to actually talk about or pick up and make sure I don't miss anything. And then there's ones where I would just watch it because I don't want to deal with my own life and issues and stresses. So let's just enjoy something nice. That's exactly what Eurocamp delivers. And for that alone, I can't really fault it. But when it puts bits on top where we're actually seeing bits of rural Japan, some of the various townships and tales, legends, festivals, various random torii gates in the middle of nowhere. Being able to experience that, not anything you would really come across on a normal day-to-day basis, not unless you're scouring the internet for these kind of things. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy, and as someone that has wanted to visit Japan for quite a while, picking up some ideas though isn't. Not sure about how the whole going on holiday to camp, though. But based on what we saw, I agree wholeheartedly with the idea of seizing the day, making sure that you spend every moment that you can and having fun with those close to you, especially if there's some that may not be around all too longer. Whether it be pets, people, inanimate objects that you've got a way too close a bond with. You definitely want to have those experiences and make those memories while you can. And saying that, I kind of want to see more dog camping in this show. Bring it out already. But what exactly are we going to be left with? How many more distractions are there going to be along the road to experiencing all the different campsites and views to be had? Whether it be pizza trucks or anything else, any other commodity. And of all the food vendors that I know of in the vicinity, a pizza truck isn't one that I think we have. In fact, most of the ones around here are mainly just wrap burgers. And if I need to explain the concept of a rat burger, a burger truck where meat is of indistinguishable origin and dubious health ratings. It's mighty tasty. But whether or not you've got your own ideas for dinner plans, lest they be interrupted by advertising or severe hunger, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, since we got to enjoy something so cozy, charming, quaint. I get to see the sunrise pretty much every day because I don't really sleep until quite late, which probably isn't healthy. But much like a topic that was touched on earlier in this episode, I hope you get something that you love and enjoy doing. Find some people that you can share those experiences with, whether it just be talking about what you've done and they share some sort of interest in it, or actually attend as well. Things are always better when you can share things with someone that you care about. I want to see more already. But I know I need to pace myself in case things go really wrong and I need something to calm me down. Eurocamp will always be there. Hopefully this channel will be somewhat of the same, so if I entertained you at all, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. Take care of yourselves, have a little bit of a break, and I will see you for the next one. If you wouldn't mind going on the journey to see the sunrise of my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon, because each and every one of them that appear here means that I can have one more evening watching anime. So I really need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Trayvon, Shion, Akane, Guado, Tori Jane, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega42, Diego Zenhausen, SZ9870, Croyville, Maxwell, and everyone else. For without you, these adventures will be mightily more lonely.